It's even admitted in mainstream books that they train them to be cold-blooded and enslave the public and to have this us against them mentality. And they're really they're breeding almost a psychopathic view into them, and that's what the mock sacrifices are about and the devil worship is about. It's how an old guy sends his son to have his peers induct him into a predator's mindset. Your take on that, Joe?
Well, I mean, I think if you are the type of person that wants to be, an elite, if you're the type of person that really wants to, to run things in this world and manipulate people and make money, I mean, you have to be a psycho. And your kids are going to be psychos too, because you're going to raise your kids. If you keep them in that environment and you have your kids grow up and seek political offices and seek influential positions in society and in business, I mean, you're going to develop psycho kids for sure. Those kids are going to want to be like daddy, ruthless daddy who raised them and taught them how to do it. And they stay together, and these groups and these families that have been around, they've been around for hundreds of years doing this. I mean, it's not like it's hard to follow. You can see the bloodlines. You can see, all the memberships in these little weird skull and bones things, and the fact that they all go to similar schools, and, and they're in similar clubs, and, it's kind of crazy.
In fact, the eugenicists over 150 years ago, and now this has been in the BBC and all of the news, they believe, there was just a big report out of a British university last week, that the elites are their own species because they've been intermarrying for, quote, aggression, intelligence. They already believe they're another species. And see, Joe, they're going to use the environmental movement. I need to send you my new film, Endgame.
Wow, that's a really interesting theory. Sort of like a different breed, like different breeds of dogs.
That's what they say. They say that by like being with like, they say through social Darwinism, the fact that they are in control gives them a right to kill, destroy, poison us because it's the survival of the fittest. And now they're going to use the environmental movement, which sounds reasonable, to set up a world government and then have the orderly bioweapon release and kill 80 to 90% of us.
That's a really interesting thought. The thought that they're a separate species now, or at least a separate race. Because I have had a lot of dogs. I love dogs. And I've had pit bulls. And they're great dogs with people. But man, they're so dangerous with other animals. They're I had one dog, she killed two of my other dogs. She would fight to the death. She just wanted to fight. She was crazy, no matter what it was. If you pissed her off, you did something wrong, she wanted to fight. And I've had her since she was a baby. I rescued her when she was 11 months old from the dog pound. That dog is bred for that. That's in her system. And the way they made pit bulls is by breeding them for 1,000 years. I mean, who knows how long they've been doing it, but for hundreds of years at least. The most aggressive dogs. And they bred a terrier with a larger bulldog, and they got this dog that was a medium-sized psychotic animal. And then once they got the breed, what they did was they made sure that they only kept alive and breeding the ones that would fight to the death. Any dog that would quit, they would kill him, and they wouldn't let him breed. They would cull him from the breed. So the ones that they got out of that are this pure genetic specimen of just a destroyer.
That's it. And that's the New World Order, brother. And they're in control of the bioweapons. They brainwashed the police. And they openly say they're going to kill us.
Even though people will frown on conspiracy theories and say this is ridiculous, you're making a lot of speculation and you're coming to conclusions that aren't necessarily bound by logic, if you really looked at it that way, just genetically, it is really possible that there are a group of people that are just genetically more inclined to be douchey, genetically more inclined to want to be an elite, genetically more inclined to want to subjugate the population and ruin people's lives.
Joe Rogan, stay there. We're going to talk behind scenes right now, uncensored, for 3 minutes at the Infowars.com streams, back worldwide in 3 minutes.